All right. You guys let me know if I'm live. I just want to make sure. I did everything on OBS, so I just want to make sure that I'm live. Welcome to Saturday Bonnet Live. I am your host, Kalari GXC, and I am here to have a bit of fun, react to some fun content, and just have a chill Saturday with y'all. It has been a good weekend, even though the snow came and we're supposed to be getting some more snow tonight. I got some bacon done yesterday. We had fresh homemade pizza for me and the boys. And then I had baked cookies this afternoon. I put pictures up on the community tab and on my Spoutable page. So it's been a pretty good weekend here at Casa de Cal. But it has not been a good week for the heifer. Now, granted, I did record a video earlier, and I'm not sure if I'm going to upload it because I don't like the sound quality. And unlike Foodie, I can't put out things that sounds like crap to me. I'm a very audiophile type person. So, yeah, I'm not about to do that. And good, thank you, Panda. But I did do a mashup of Push It. I had the instrumentals, backup, and stuff. But I don't want to get copyright struck either. So I'm going to work on the sound quality before I release anything like that. But I know the heifer was out there trying to drop bars and MC CPAP. Really? Then she kept singing Madonna songs, which, like I said, I'm a trained singer. I haven't sung in years, not since my grandmother's funeral in public. But I sung at Carnegie Hall when I was younger. I was in chorus for years. And I sung in church. So singing is a passion for me, but it's not enough for me to make a career out of. I like writing instead. So when I listen to people sing, I listen for tone and pitch. One of my favorite people on YouTube, One Salty Beach, has a beautiful voice, and I love listening to her sing. Then you've got Chantal, who her pitch isn't that off, but she's so into herself that when she sings, she doesn't understand that she doesn't hit the scales properly. And she's always going either too fast or just sounded awful. I just don't enjoy listening to her sing. Just like I don't enjoy listening to her eat. I heard her rage against the Muslim community for daring to correct her, even though that cosplay culture vulture legitimately made her whole channel about being Muslim. Her whole channel is about being a reaver, how much she loves that scat man, but all of a sudden now, we're not allowed to have opinions, and the Muslim community are not allowed to have opinions. She's a total undiagnosed narcissist. And I am also pissed about her bringing up her mental health and using that as a way to try to say she's trying to finally get help. I don't believe her. She's not diagnosed, so I don't believe her. Welcome, Essence Wanda, and welcome, Brianna. It's good to see you. Tragically, thank you for modding today, and welcome, Panda Pondu. But what kills me this week is the way her moods have been swinging, the mukbangs, which we'll definitely get into, and just the way she behaves. She just acts like there's never going to be consequences for her actions. And we have seen over the years that very few times she has felt actual consequences. But she is in a country where they can literally give you corporal punishment for your behavior. So I don't know what she's trying to pull, but she needs to chill the fuck out with this manic stuff and get diagnosed. And not just for medicine. You need actual therapy. Medicine can only do so much, Heifer, and I'm sick of her trying to medicate her way out of her problems. You need to talk to somebody. You need somebody who's going to be real and frank with you. Also, once again, the Girl World War, the wannabe Girl World War, is still ramping up. People bugging FFG to talk about what happened with Shannon's husband. Now, granted, I stood up for Shannon about liking the comment with probably not even reading it. And I still do believe that that was an accidental like. But I am on the side that you know how your spouse is. You know their viewpoints. You can't be with somebody for as long as they were together or they are together and not know how they are. I married a Christian Fundy who grew up in a small town. For years, he had certain objectionable thoughts that we used to talk about. It took years of our friendship for him to start really shedding a lot of that mentality. And you're never 100% free of it. But he would never fucking go on social media being anti-immigrant, anti-LGBTQ, he would not be a bigot. Because he knows for our blended family, from my point of view, that would fucking be a line that would Mm-mm. Do not cross that line with me because I am anti-hate, point blank. So while I still don't directly want to ding Shannon because it wasn't exactly her words, the fact of the matter is, leaving the internet like that, instead of coming and saying, hey, my husband shared these views, I do not agree with them, and I apologize, instead of just dipping, that speaks volumes to me. Because I would fucking roast the heck out of Axiom Wolf if he ever embarrassed me like that. He knows it. He knows because we love each other. We've been best friends for over 20 years. We understand each other's points of views. That there's a certain level of disrespect that you should not condone on the internet in this day and age. I'm not saying those views aren't going to be around, but when it's your partner putting that shit out there, it just shows how your home is run. And I hate the fact that even though it was Shannon who happened to be a mod for FFG, everybody is now still trying to use it to attack FFG. I'm telling you again, if you have a spark, if you have a talent on this site and you're wasting your time trying to pick petty fights and drama with these bigger reaction channels because you don't like that they're making coin, you don't like that they have a big community, you're going to be the one that gets burnt. I know you don't want to hear it because you think you're being cutesy starting these little jabs. And I know a lot of people are like, where's Sam and Yaba? They got married. They're enjoying their married thing. And I don't give a fuck about what's being said on Twitter because I don't go on Twitter no more. So it is what it is. Congratulations, Yaba and Sam, to your nuptials. Unlike Chantal, I bet you can prove it. Just like you proved your engagement. Just like you've proved your relationship can take any attacks. So I feel like there's a lot of jealousy going on in girl world, a lot of coin watching going on in girl world, and you should be wasting that energy on building up your channels and calling out this heifer. But we are going to start with one of my favorite reactors to the fuck shit, FFG, because she condensed down the plaque gate, which I said it last week and I mean it. I don't give a fuck if it's real or not. I really just do not, because honestly, no matter what, we all know Chantal got that through really shitty means. Honestly speaking, she cheated her way to this plaque, even if she got it allegedly legitimately. So what's there to be jealous of? I'm not on YouTube to be famous on YouTube. I would rather let my writing do the talking, which I have been working hard on the second book, especially after that health scare. I'm not going to not let the second novel get written. So priority-wise, YouTube is always going to be just a side thing for fun for me. I can't do this as a full-time thing. It is not sustainable income to me. I like to be able to keep my house. So sorry, not sorry. I like YouTube for what it is, a source of entertainment, a source of Saturday venting, and just fun way to upload my Twitch content to keep it archived. I know some people, James, is that you, honey? I think it just fell over. Either way, I just feel like there are people who do not understand that for me and many others, YouTube can never be a true job. And it's not to knock those who made it. There have been plenty of good content creators who have been on here a decade or more, just keeping the hustle going. But there's also a lot of people that burnt out from it because you have to give true commitment to it for it to be lucrative. So if you're sitting there wasting your time being a hater-ass bitch or a part of the league of hater-ass bitches, you're not going to make it. And I don't care if you don't like it. It is old witch wisdom telling you. Stop trying to pick fight with other reaction channels. Focus on reaction content and you'll do far. If you don't be surprised when nobody knows who the fuck you are. But we are going to get this popping because I'm not going to try to be here all day. I think Kiddo's trying to take out the garbage and drop something. So we are going to get started with FFG's take on the fake plaque or the real plaque. Exactly, said Tawanda. It's real fake. And hey, Savage Vegas, baby. Yeah, I am so happy about that. And I agree, Brianna. It is not FFG's responsibility. But that's the weird shit on these YouTube streets. These rules that they keep trying to draft up. And that's why old chaotic neutral bitches like me will always be there to say, you don't get to tell us what to do. I am well over 40, and I am not going to be letting some kids tell me how to behave on YouTube. I love this music. And I got my tea.
Howdy ho! Here's the beauty thing about this whole scenario, right? Even if this is a real plaque, even if it's got Everyday Miriam printed on it.
Mm-hmm.
So she's either faking us and she got her plaque at the same place that I found my plaque, or that is her actual legitimate plaque, and forever she will be Everyday Miriam. So that, in a couple of years when this thing's long done and he's a fucking distant memory, she'll have to look over and remember this stupid arc forever.
And I'm gonna pause FFG right there because that was already fucking hilarious. Because that's how we all believe. Like, even if it's real, it's not for Foodie Beauty. Even though she made a joke in her latest live about how she applied for a new one because of the dent, and she wants that Foodie Beauty. Just kidding. We know you're not just kidding, Heifer. We know you know these days are limited. She also dropped the bomb that her man ain't working. In a way to diss Shannon's bigot husband, she ended up dropping the big bomb that Salah is a broke ass bitch. And that is why I said you can't trust the shit Chantal says about her marriage being this, and he has work, and he's got the beezer spray. It's all lies. And it's your delusion, Heifer. We ain't got to indulge in it. Mm-mm.
It's part of her legacy now, and I love it either way.
Exactly.
Ham farts, thank you for the super chat. It's too bad you're upset, but I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, ham farts. I hope you got better, dear. Always exploiting Julia. And those candle lights things were cheap and ugly. I might have to.
That's what I'm saying, Pixie. Thank you for the super chat.
Look at her dancing with that in that dirty abaya that she don't wash.
What a weird random place to pose to. Why are you just posing like that? Like showing off the plaque, like Vanna White style, in front of the door. What?
Looking like one of them Beatles
Why?
characters from, I think it was
this.
Yellow Submarine.
Hey guys, now I may not remember my first subscriber, but I do remember all of you.
Pepper's Farm remembered it was that Predator guy. That Predator guy that you're trying to distance yourself from. I remember talking about it in FFG's chat. She remembers her first. It was the Predator guy.
I see you leave comments or chats in my live streams. It also does feel like yesterday
Exactly,
that I started my channel by doing
savage.
Ipsy hauls back
It
in
really is.
2017.
She doesn't care because
I
she
would lay on
thinks
my
there's no
bed and talk
consequences.
excitedly with my Grams Bear about my videos and how I was excited that I made
Mama
50
got my
bucks.
fake plaque.
I said, imagine Grams, I could make this my
Meanwhile,
job.
my foot's ready
She
to
didn't believe it at the time, and now she's gone, and all I wish is that she...
I love the
fuck
super
outta here. Are you
chats.
kidding me?
Now, granted, I haven't been able to super chat much this month because we are saving up kiddos going on spring break this week, and we want to do some fun stuff with them. So I've been a little bit quiet on the super chat front. I need budget is my love language, y'all. And my baby's on spring break, and I want to make sure because it's his senior year, he has a fun time. But I love the super chats to go on in FFG's chat. It is fucking hilarious. And yeah, I didn't really know his name because I'm only so versed in the foodie law, but I do believe that was that Karate Joe guy, that Predator guy that she defended, and now she's trying to distance herself from. Foodie stays a predatory magnet because she's a predator herself. In fact, the whole reason why I was so hyped to even do this after she dropped the bomb Salah wasn't working is, once again, it proves my theory that she likes to financially and emotionally manipulate men, no matter where their levels of vulnerability are, because Salah was a scammer. Let's just be straight. Scats was a straight out scammer. But you've got to know that she knew his weak point was money, and she is mentally and emotionally manipulating that already bad degenerate with this financial stuff. So that she keeps whining and lamenting, her content's boring. The only thing that keeps people even watching her are people like us who react to it. But eventually, we're going to move on. I've already found the Slydell family, and I've been deep diving into their asses and other messy people on here as well. Foodie will just be a footnote if she keeps it up, even though she's prone to lose a foot soon. I called her salt and porker in my rant, too.
Into this? Is this a distraction
yeah, I know
from
he
the
died.
fake plaque, or so there's like
good riddance to bad rubbish. And it's near and dear and personal to me, given the age that I was attacked, that I just don't have any love lost or kind words for predators at all, especially predators that are young. That's why I got really sideways side-eyed to Foodie when she was talking about that Kaya lady who I don't even fucking know and wouldn't fuck with. Because if her man is doing what he's been accused of, I'm not fucking with people like that. Don't like predators, and I will never excuse the actions of a predator. Point blank, period. And like I said, all it takes is just knowing your goals and values and setting it away from other people. And I know that I don't come from a perfect family either. I'm pretty sure that I have uncles that I don't fuck with or talk to. We have people in Greg's family that we do not associate with because of their actions, because of what happened to me. It is what it is. If you're a fucking predator, you're not allowed near me and mine, point blank. I don't think he's intelligent either. He really does remind me of a Kuwaiti Pete's. And we all know Pete's I'm not going to say slow because I don't want to put that on him, but he was very easily manipulated. We call those silly putty minds that you get hooked on by a narcissist like Chantal, undiagnosed narcissist, and you're able to be manipulated. She tries to pass him off as this smart, intelligent guy because of what his father did for a living, but nah, the smell test, it don't pass at all.
Empathy. And we don't focus on the fact that she did sub for sub to get to 100K.
Exactly.
And that's how she got the plaque. So we're throwing in grams right now.
I believe
and
that
how much
too.
we wish that Grams was there. You didn't give two shits that Grandma was there when she actually was there.
Exactly.
Shut up with the manipulation. It's enough. KBS, thank you for the super chat.
And I'm telling you, Sensawanda, you can tell when Chantal's manipulating and she knows how to pick
Fuck
them.
the foot. Fucking hell, priorities, eh? Del, thank you for the super chat. This makes her under 10K views even more embarrassing.
And Del was on the money with that. How do you have over 100K subscribers, allegedly, and you don't get views? You barely get people in the chat. You get happy over a $15 super chat? Man. Times are rough for you, but it's all self-inflicted. Even if you didn't go back to Canada, the way you formulate your channel right now, being miserable and only happy when you're shoveling food in your face, barely leaving your fart box and making excuses for why you can't go to a mosque during the most holiest sacred months of your faith. Yet, what are we supposed to be jealous of at this point? I don't know.
Totally agree.
You could see my achievement today.
Achievement.
Now, my journey on YouTube has been hard. It's been fun, but hard a lot of times. It's not easy being a social media public figure, especially a controversial one. I look back and
thank you for that ad respite, but she really thinks she, like I said, she's technically an e-celeb, which, you know, it's not that hard nowadays. But you're an e-celeb for being a whole ass mess, and every time you landed in controversy, that's how you got views, because people want to see where this carnival of shit goes. The fact of the matter is, you say it's not easy, you could literally distance yourself or make better content, but you don't want to do the work, and you're chronically addicted to being online. So to act like we are supposed to sympathize with you, I don't think so. Exactly, Savage Vegas. And exactly, tragically, her views, and I know she likes to try to knock little channels like me, but compared to her, my views are pretty daggone good for the size my channel is. I don't highly advertise it. I refuse to advertise it on other reactors channels because I don't want that whole, oh, she used them. I was watching FFG way before I decided to start commentating because I enjoyed it, and it gave me a real heads up on Chantal's bullshit. A lot of other reaction channels, I love watching them. I'm not about to disrespect them in that way. So no, a lot of people are finding me now and go, I didn't know you had a channel. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to put it out there like that because I want this community to grow naturally. I want us to all be able to speak freely, call out heifers, put out the history, and enjoy laughs together. It is not about numbers for me. It is about having fun. But since Foodie loves to ding people on their numbers, especially Garlic lately, trying to dish this channel when the man's doing way better views than you, heifer. Exactly. And I don't think I could survive on YouTube income, tragically. I honestly calculated how much I would have to put out there. And even after trying the home vlogs, which was not fun for me, I don't like the thought of exploiting my family and home life in that way. So I nixed that. The amount of effort that you have to put in to be fun and entertaining, it really is a lot of work for the better YouTubers. I look at Jenna Marbles again. She was one of my favorites on early YouTube. She would really record some fun stuff with her, Julian, the puppers. That takes work. And you have to have the personality for it. This bitch shoves a bunch of food in her face and thinks she's like on that level. Okay, that heifer, whatever. Yeah, exactly, Panda Ponder. I just don't put it out there that much. And oh my gosh, wow, she is a predator, Sense of Wanda, and I love Hannibal. I gotta get caught up on some of his stuff too. It has been a busy week of writing, and I know he just did a 5-hour stream. He brought up Ariel, Cobes, the Dollman, who, oh, those guys make me really, yeah. But I like Hannibal. I love his little fish things that he's put up, and now he's doing photography too. So it's a pretty good week for him as well. And I'm not shocked that she's predatory on men. She uses money to financially manipulate the vulnerable. And as much as I don't like the Canadian crack demon, I cannot stand him at all. I feel like she tried that with him and he did not take it. And he's still the love of her life. And she admitted that Salo watches his stuff, which is, let me tell you, if the bum ex of mine ever decided to be a YouTuber, first of all, he'd be blocked because I would never. Second of all, Axiom Wolf would never fuck with that. We don't bring him up in our conversation. He is not a point in our lives anymore. My best revenge was moving on and being happy. So the fact that she dropped that bomb that Scatman is out there watching Koki's channel, couldn't be me, man. Could not be me. I will definitely catch that Sense of Wanda because I like Hannibal. He is amazing. All right, enough. These games are not good.
I think sometimes I really should have tried harder to make better content. But you know what?
You
Then
should have, but you won't.
I'm right where
lazy.
I need to be, honestly.
Really?
I trust.
You think back and you think you should have made better content. How about you think, you know what? Moving forward, I'm going to try and make better content.
You would
She's
think.
acting like she's improved.
No, she hasn't.
I would say things have gone downhill.
Agreed.
Because at least at the beginning, doing those makeup hauls, she was hiding the truth of who she really was.
Not only that, but she was really into something that wasn't just shoveling food in her face. And granted, the beauty community really was messy. I was never a part of it. I would get all my secondhand information from like T channels about the shit. You had the James Charles thing, you had the Jeffree Star shit. Yeah, all this stuff going on. And I don't wear makeup anyway because I believe in natural stuff, and that's not to knock you makeup users. I know there are some out there like, how dare you? I'm not attacking you. I know makeup builds confidence in both men and women. So do you. But I just don't feel like I would feel confident in makeup. A lot of shit breaks me out anyway. A lot of it's still not ethically made, and I just don't want to fuck with it. I think I have natural color in my face and pallor, so I don't really need makeup. And that almost, I'll be 47 in less than 3 months. I think I look damn good for my age because I never caked down my face with those harsh irritants that, especially back in the day, that they put in makeup. Now there are makeup products that some people have found that works for them, and if that's you, great. But what drives me nuts is people act like people like me who don't wear it are judging and criticizing those who do. If makeup makes you feel confident, do you. I know what works for me, and au natural, whether it's my hair or my skin, has been the best. My growth speaks for itself. I have done plenty of length checks. I've put the pictures and shorts up on YouTube. My hair, since going natural, even when I straighten it out to clip it, it's growing in healthy. There's just something about being your natural self that works for some people, and it's working for me. And that's why I was just like, I needed to put that out there, that even though I wouldn't have put on the level of makeup that Chantal was doing ever, it was a confident time for her. And now when she puts it on, it's old ass makeup and it looks sad and pathetic. And now his content is awful. I cannot stand the Canadian crack demon. And you know she's sliding in those chats and stuff, watching, stalking as usual. And I can imagine Savage Vegas, baby. I know it's hard, but people who actually do the craft of putting people's makeup together, you're helping build confidence in people. So I take that as a silver lining. Personally speaking, though, I feel like, especially on like social media and stuff, there are people who are like, "Ooh, I want to make up your face," and they don't understand my hesitance of it because I'm just not a makeup person. I am hopefully going to be a farmer soon if we stop getting snow here. We're supposed to get snow tonight, so no dice. And I just feel like for me, the natural look works better than trying to cake my face. And I don't mind my lines. I've earned these lines. I don't mind the way my skin looks because just keeping it clean and doing what I need to do, I don't think I show too many visible signs of wear and tear except my dental stuff. So, yeah, I honestly feel like what works for me works for me. And I don't want anybody to ever feel like I'm knocking them if they like makeup. But I do think, bringing it right back to the heifer, that she was way more happier when she was making up her face than she ever was just shoveling food in her face and being claimed by the scat man.
Would edit properly, and every time she'd lose her patience and shit, edit that crap out. Nobody knew what a disgusting human being she was. You've gone downhill instead of getting better, Chantal.
Exactly.
Jessica, thank you for the super chat.
That's the straight tea.
In God's plan, and I don't regret sharing my life with you all after all.
Leave God out of your
I know my stories
conversation.
have helped many laugh and feel less lonely, and I appreciate you all. And I apologize.
Her beezers are her worst enablers. And the fact that she's out there saying that she makes people laugh, ma'am, you make a lot of people recoil in horror. You make a lot of people put down that extra chip or sandwich too. You've been damn good for my diet. I'm not even lying about that. She has been really good for me going, you know what? I don't need it. I can bake for my family and not indulge. I can cook and make stuff that's healthier for us. And I just feel like she's been a really good cautionary tale for those who have, like me, because I need to remind you, at my worst weight, I was 512 pounds. I am now in the low threes and getting lower because I packed on some pandemic weight from 2020 to about 2023, and then I started exercising again. I am going to get down to my goal weight, and I am excited about that.
If my words or actions have hurt anyone, and I want to continue to share my journey with you. I truly couldn't have reached this milestone without you guys. Now you are probably wondering, and many of you are disappointed, especially those who have followed.
I truly couldn't have reached this milestone without you guys.
She's talking to reaction channels.
Thank you. It's very hard for a narcissist to thank people, isn't it?
Agreed.
Unlucky Art, thank you for the super chat. Good morning.
Me since the beginning about this, but you're probably wondering why I changed my channel name.
It's okay.
Well,
I
when I
am
look
not
back at my
about
foodie beauty life
views
and
or
content, I truly
anything
don't
like
feel
that. A lot of people
like that
watching
same
on the
messy
replay
person.
here now too.
I feel like someone else. I feel like all that I have been.
She should feel like somebody else, like somebody about 400 pounds. I'm gonna let this go just a little bit longer and then go to some more fun stuff because, good God, she's boring.
Through has allowed me to, find God, and I wanted to rebrand to reflect this.
Why does she have to throw this in with the thing of the 100K plaque thing?
Because
why
it's
can't
fake.
You just make one fucking normal video without the goddamn religious manipulation and bullshit and lies? Just
not to interrupt Frenchie again, but that is Chantal's whole stick. She really thinks that she can use religion as a shield or armor. She really feels like it'll put people in their place and shut them up a critique if she pretends to be pious. And you know what? No, thank you. But definitely watch more FFG. I know I ain't got to tell y'all that. I've seen a lot of you in her chat. She's fun, she's funny, and she just tells it like it is with this heifer. And while Chantal loves to try to call FFG her stalker, FFG's doing her own thing. Last night we had so much fun on Twitch playing Jackbox with them. I got really close, and then I messed up a New York question of all things. Shameful. But it was fun. I got to pretty much second place in there. I'm going to play again if she does it again this weekend. Well, I can't do it tomorrow because of D&D. But, if she does it at night, I'll definitely be in there. I feel like with Chantal, anybody who isn't kissing her ass is against her. But we are going to get to one of my favorite younger editors, Scorpio Angel. Because I am trying to help her recoup from all the strikes and bullshit that Chantal's been pulling her through. And she did a nice quick compilation of the heifer's bullshit this week. So I'm going to give her a bit of a play too because she is ridiculous. I believe she is. And I know people think, oh, you're fat shaming. No, I am telling you from somebody who was at a point in my life over 500 fucking pounds that I can tell by the way she carries that gun and everything else that there is no way she's under 4. Nope. She tried to say we were close to the same size. Bitch, no. I'm between now a 1 and a 3X, depending on the cut and fit of the clothes, because I do like my clothes a little bit looser. There's no way she's under 4 plus 5X, if not higher. You seeing how tight that abaya is, and she already complained in the newest one that her clothes ain't fitting right. My clothes are getting looser. I can't relate. And I bought smaller clothes to get into because that's what you do when you have weight loss goals. Everything from new drawers to new tops and bottoms, because I am determined, especially once we get a pool this summer, to slam to my goal weight. Because that's the goal. And I think that Chantal doesn't seem to understand that, and she could never. But allegedly she's going on a diet now too, y'all.
I need the light.
I am too, tragically. I'm glad she ain't gonna let this heifer bully her off. She does. And what kills me is... Wow, where are you at? Nice edit. What kills me about what Chantal does is I've given her tips and advice. She claimed in one of her videos that they have both a gym and a pool in their building. So why aren't you using the pool, heifer? Water aerobics, even if you can't swim, are a good low-tension way to melt pounds. If your man really made money, which we know that you dropped the bomb, he ain't working. But instead of going out or ordering out for your stupid mukbangs, you could have got a recumbent bike. I'm pretty sure the one that we got that I still use for low-impact stuff, because I like doing 30 minutes on it a day, that costs under $200. That's just a couple of nights of fast food for you, and you could have an exercise thing in your home. But you're lazy, you don't want to put in the work, and eating is your only source of pleasure. I believe that Sensa she was huge.
Eternity
and she
later.
was mobile. Now she's barely mobile. Oh, she's about to make that chair play. Yikes.
Darnay, you are second. My hair is out of control.
Her hair.
I don't know, we'll see. I mean, he has 2 wheels.
The Howie stuff again. She
I
doesn't
think that's
deserve
why I don't
animals
want
in her
hamster. I feel
life.
like I can't make him happy. You know, I just don't.
It's a hamster. All you have to do is give them a proper habitat, feed them properly. But for a narcissist like this undiagnosed heifer, of course she only wants animals that allegedly cuddle her, even though we've seen Julia does not like you either, heifer.
Don't have the talent or the means to
animal abuser.
build him a huge compound like some of those you see on social media. So
you don't do that
anyway,
all day.
I
Why
am Muslim.
don't you?
I am Muslim. Yes, I am. And you know what? My God hates you too. Goodbye.
Wow.
I think I confuse people even more with this video.
Compared to people who are criticizing it, saying we don't know, who are not even Muslim, have not prayed a day in their life.
And then when actual Muslims come for you because during the holy month you're behaving like an uncultured idiot, you still get mad because you want to be able to do what you want to do and you're just a revert. It's only been a year. You picked this faith. You decided to showcase this faith of yours online for everybody to see. You're not above reproach or critique, heifer. For fuck's sake. Exactly.
Prayer, have not prayed Salah a day in their life.
And that's true with Savage Vegas, baby. We watched it the other night. She was holding up poor Julia as a prop like normal, and that baby's bottom half is all kinds of matted. And I'm telling you, we have a fur brush for Callie that slips on your hand like a glove. She loves it. She purrs like the kitten she is whenever she gets that brush on her fur. It's not expensive either. So, and I'm sure she can get one on Temu, even though it'll probably be a cheaper version than the one we got. All she has to do is care. But the only thing she cares about is stuff in her face.
Know nothing, are Islamophobic, and just plain ignorant and dumb.
Making fun of your lack of actual intelligence and following the faith does not make anybody Islamophobic. Calling Scatman, or whatever name people want to call him is not Islamophobic because they're not doing it based on the faith that he was allegedly born in and the faith that you're culture vulturing. They're calling you out because you're pieces of shit degenerates. It has nothing to do with your faith. It has everything to do with the both of you. Stop it. Faith is not a shield. Dum-dum.
So, yeah. So there you go.
Exactly means that just
pixels?
feeling they get.
I know, I want a hijab to cover my head and my chins.
She wanted it to cover her chins. Remember that. I'm telling you, as a hefty heifer, sometimes the chin comes out. Slut. But I've been losing weight, so I can't make it happen as much.
They're dragging out skeletons and forcing me to relive stuff over and over. It's disgusting. Exactly. Exactly.
And look at that hoodie, I'm gonna say, already looked like it's taking her blood pressure. And of course she jumps in with her beezers, who are her biggest enablers, to say that, oh, they're being hateful of your faith. No, the fuck we're not. Get it right. I don't like the bitch. I don't care what the bitch claims to be faith-wise.
The photo was edited to make you look skinnier.
Those are awesome. I love French bulldogs too. My plan, because Callie is a pretty chill cat, is to get a puppy for my birthday. I've been dropping hints to Axiom Wolf since last year, technically. I'm a pity mom. Well, I grew up with pit bulls. They get a bad rap, but it really is how you raise them. They are such sweet babies. And there are people around here that pretty much said that the next litter of puppies, if we want them, we can look. So I'm excited. I might be getting a little pity puppy for my birthday, and I'm fucking excited about that.
Sarah, do you do makeup on TikTok?
I love purple.
Because if that's you, that would be so cool. I am a purple person. They really are. They are such sweet dogs. Because I watch some of your I watch your TikToks.
Purple is my favorite color. My hair is even purple.
If people hate on you, just ignore them. They're dumb and they're obsessed. Block and delete. Hi.
Nobody is obsessed with you. We make fun of your antics. Don't get it twisted. There's only two things I've ever obsessed over in my life. Clancy Brown's voice, because it melts me like butter. And Axiom Wolf, who, like I said, we were best friends for 20 years before we started dating. And we just like each other on that level. I do not obsess over Foodie Beauty, and I love the fact that she thinks anybody talking about her is obsessed. You're a nut.
Hi, Juan. Welcome to Very Important Beezers.
It is my favorite color. I am definitely. Callie had one, but we want to get her a bigger one now because she was a little kitten when we got it. She has a little
in the formalities for a cross-cultural marriage when the parties are from different countries.
He really is. He is my best friend.
Basically, Rose, that's like what I explained is basically how it went down. You know, like we were in a room, like there's like a whole courtroom. I showed it in the video.
Oh, her marriage.
Back, and then this is to get your certificate. So, yeah.
Why did she do that shifty eye? We all know that shifty eye means that she's lying, right? Because honestly speaking, it feels like we're watching a lie in real time, and it's embarrassing for her. You didn't know what you were signing. You did it in the room. I know that me and Axiom Wolf, to be able to get our house, foregoed a traditional wedding because they cost way too fucking much money. And instead of putting like $50,000 to $100,000 in a one-day event and hoping to recoup our losses with gifts, we decided to put that into our land and property, which is a lot of land. He showed me the line the other day when we went out, and I was just like, holy crap. And we got a nice natural tree covering too. It's a perfect place for us. So I can understand not having a wedding for that purpose, but this bitch bragged about her nuptials, all to pretty much say that she went to a court wedding. His family is apparently not involved because they have a lack of cookware, a lack of proper furnishing and space. Say your marriage isn't real without saying your marriage isn't real, Foodie. Like I said, the few vlogs I've shown at the house, I love my house. It is a great starter house. And the plan is in the future to build our proper dream house on this land and then use this house for family or friends who need a place to stay. Because that's how my family is, traditionally speaking. We don't want to see people we care about ever be without a home. So Grandma always had a big house where if somebody needed to stay, they could stay. What I'm going to do is change it up and get our dream house built on the land and then use this house in case people need place to stay because it's a good 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It would be more than enough. Well, technically, we turned the 1-bedroom into an office, but it could be converted back.
And that's when we got the official
I don't know,
papers,
especially when she don't have no guests. 3 couches for her to now not sit on because of her sciatica. I love Dank Fupa calling it sciatica. And welcome, Canby dear. I feel like with Chantal, everything is excessive for her, even her home decor.
I don't know.
Why you always whining? So it's like a nougat. It's an Arabic treat.
That's the shit people thought was pot. I knew she wouldn't be that stupid. She's already doing enough haram stuff online to get in trouble with the morality police. But I knew that she and Scatman wouldn't have been stupid enough to have actual weed laying out. But she's already abusing other stuff like pain pills, allegedly.
It's like a manwa salwa. Manwa salwa. Yeah.
You are more than welcome, tragically, and I will definitely bake for you.
Manwa salwa. So it's like a, I don't know, like it's a nougat inside. And it's covered in pistachio. The nougat is flavored with like rose water. Yeah, they're for guests, or well, sometimes we can have one. I mean,
I don't use rose water. It reminds me of old ladies in New York. Rose water is not. Ugh, nope, no, thank you. But Foodie, guess who got to bake cookies for my family today? Guess whose house smells like fresh baked chocolate chip cookies? You could never. You made a rice pudding and fucking burnt it because you have really cheap ass, gross ass. I'm going to call it cookware lightly. Couldn't be me, Heifer. I've got stuff that was passed down to me from my grandmother that I treasure, that I still use for my baking and stuff. And I treat it like the gold it is because you can't get some of that stuff made anymore.
There's no law against us having one. So we have like, this is like just Lord. For, you know.
She's
we have some mamoul, white chocolate covered mamoul. I think it was
a turkey. She might have been her chicken again. Hey. Wow.
That could be something that he's really into.
Some
dudes want to be used as a human toilet.
I think it was a big Turk bar. And I don't really know that candy, but it's her favorite, allegedly. I'm glad you like the picture. I really do like baking for the boys. And that's the thing with therapy that Foodie could never do. Because when you have binge eating disorder, or what I had was binging and purging disorder, you have to develop a healthy relationship with food. Just because it's made, just because you're near it, doesn't mean you have to eat it. One of the things that I like doing for the boys, especially when it gets cold and snowy, is baking them stuff. And they are loving it. Kiddo gobbled it down. I'm not even sure he tasted them. But it makes me happy to make them happy.
I'm happy. You know, you gotta talk about that.
Yes, you went poo-poos.
The first verses of the Quran were revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, during Ramadan. So that's another reason it's so special.
You know, I'm gonna be a clerk checking that heifer in the hell. I already know it.
Julia needs a boyfriend.
I'm gonna wear my granny glasses checking her in too.
I want a bunch of kittens. I'm kidding. Well, no, I'm not, but the logistics of it.
You don't need any young animal or young child or anything vulnerable. Kittens would die under your lack of care. Don't do that to Julia. Get her spayed, you abusive heifer.
Cats are easier to take care of. I don't know.
They aren't.
The spirit of Ramadan isn't talking
All
about...
pets are like our fur babies in regards to taking them to vet appointments. Callie, we just got the reminder, goes next month for her checkup and shots. If she needs shots. I don't think she does. Even though we live out in the woods now and they might recommend some stuff to keep stuff off of her just in case she gets out. It's a constant state. And the fact that she wants to bring kittens into the mix, nah, I'm not okay with that at all.
About others, exactly.
They do need a lot. And I don't even understand why she doesn't think that way.
Anyways.
Exactly,
Courtney, about
with
Mr.
a
Cardigan.
teenager and my husband, there's no way those cookies are going to make it till Tuesday. But I did bake a lot, so fingers crossed they don't go too crazy on them.
I don't care. Like, he's a liar. He's just a glorified hater.
Everybody's a hater.
My prayer times, all this and that. All right? So.
If you were taking the time to actual study, you wouldn't need an app to tell you what to do. I'm just saying. I use an app to teach myself language, express Deutsch, because of it. But the fact that you need this for your faith, Okay, Heifer, whatever.
Lie number 1 dispelled. Lie number 2, here, this little thing here.
Agreed, tragically. I'd rather her be street cat
this will
again.
show
She
you,
doesn't need
this is the
to
Kaaba,
be a prop
okay?
for this
The Holy
heifer.
Kaaba. This will show you the direction of prayer. So, as you can see in my video where I was praying here, okay, you see that? That's the direction of prayer.
I see that you're struggling to breathe
right here.
just to talk.
Okay, so
I see that you needed that chair to get down on the floor and get back up.
I was praying here. This is the direction. Okay, this is the Qibla.
Don't care.
Okay. And
Exactly.
also,
She's a cosplay
last
culture vulture.
Ramadan, we were not even in this apartment. We were in the other apartment in Fahahil. And again there, hi Stratford Changes, hi everybody. We were facing the right direction. My husband's been Muslim his whole entire life. Okay.
So why ain't he teaching you?
No, he's not perfect, but doesn't matter. He knows.
We know he's not perfect. He has a poop and grape fetish. So it's like a low intelligent Muslim man teaching a very low intelligent Canadian white woman something that neither one of you is spiritually truly connected to. And that's just my opinion. And once again, Trotters, this is what the hands of somebody losing weight versus whatever the fuck you got going on.
The direction of prayer, I'm pretty sure. Okay.
Oh, please.
Well, I feel like I'm talking to a real dog.
Oh, yeah.
That's the kind of kiss you would give to your grandma. I know they're not allegedly supposed to show public affection, but there was a Muslim couple allegedly on TikTok that did a series of shorts on what can be and what can't be shown as well. So she's just a liar who got a man who's just pretty much being paid to say he claimed her.
Who are intelligent and have a life, they don't sit
There's
there
no
and
way
discuss
she's getting down on the floor.
Dumb.
I made the mistake because of the Thailand thing, thinking she could get up and down easy and recommending yoga, which has really been helping my joints and stuff. You get down on the floor, you clear your mind, you can do the sit pose and meditate for a bit, and then you do a couple of floor stretches, you do some stuff with your legs, you stretch out your back and body, and it's good for breathing. As you know, I've done fitness vlogs, which I'm going to try to bring back soon, where I can go 30 minutes on my bike without being breathless because of yoga and meditation. It helps with the breathing. I have not had breathing issues, thank God, knock on wood, because I take that seriously. And at her size, she should be taking it seriously. I just don't get it.
Weird, petty things and pick apart the life of somebody else and like
you put it online, dum-dum,
and attack religions and like
nobody's attacking your religion
during Ramadan.
We are attacking the way you cosplay that religion, heifer. Get the fuck out of here with your pity me routine.
How Muslims worshiping when you're not even Muslim.
Don't
I'm not
need
gonna
to
waste
be.
all my money
You put it
on
online.
trinkets when I can give it to the poor, which is what the spirit of Ramadan.
You don't give to the fucking poor. You give to your poor gunt that's always starving. Why should I do decorations? You didn't have to do decorations. This shit, I can't even call it Party City. Whatever they got as a cheap party store in Kuwait wasn't getting it. It seemed tacky and spits in the face of what the sacred month's supposed to be about. If you were really about that and not about the show, you wouldn't have done any of this at all. You wouldn't have tried to monetize it either, heifer.
Ramadan is about. It's about zakat and
it
donating
really
and praying. It's not about how many.
And there is so much yoga for any size. You can do yoga at just about any size as long as your legs can support you, which we know that's not good for Foodie. And even then, she could do sit-in yoga, bring her knees up, practice bringing her knees up, putting them down, bringing them up, putting them down. There is so much that she can do. Now, when I'm able to get outside, I might videotape some of the yoga stuff that I do, just so that you can see at any size, any weight, yoga's possible if you're willing to put the work in for it. Now, with the loose skin I have, I'm not going to be wearing one of them nice tight yoga suits, but you can do it in regular sporty clothes as well. So, you know, it is what it is.
Fancy decorations you can put in your apartment.
Shoveling food. We're going to get to that soon, too.
People who know nothing.
I got that burger shit she did.
My CPAP machine, I have a little wrapping for you for my CPAP machine.
I've never had to use that. This
thing has been through a lot. It's been assaulted, defaced.
Please don't play that. Oh, Lord.
With me. Always by my side. CPAP pride. Peace.
See, so, bye guys. Thank you. Bye.
And that's Foodie. Ugh, she is so nasty. And once again, that is Scorpio Angel. If you don't follow them, please give them a follow. They do amazing edits of Foodie's fuck shit. And Chantal went around striking. Then she made the mistake of proving what we were saying about her not striking the Canadian crack demon. And allegedly it's because, oh, I don't want to give him attention. We know you're in his chat. We know you stalk him still. You didn't strike him because you only want to go after those who allegedly make money off of you. Which, bitch, you're a weirdo, and I really can't wait till some of them strikes come back at you, because you can't go false copyright striking or flagging people because you don't like their opinion on you. It's covered under fair use, dum-dum. And unlike you, being here in America, the land of litigation, I wish you would fucking try me. I don't brag about my connections, but I wish you would fucking try me, because she would not like it. I don't need to own your Kia, but I would make sure that you were miserable for the rest of your life. And you would be making them payments. I'm not even joking. Canada's nice. I'm not. All
Turn
right.
on the TV and I see my boy Rob Lowe. He's talking Atkins this,
We have
Atkins
got
that. That boy
Sansa,
needs a diet.
who is going to break down that gross mukbang that she just did the other day. She got her YouTube money, and of course, instead of taking care of the poor like she said in that last video, she took care of Gunther. I love the YouTube Underground giving her that. Oh, let me give Sansa a like. I did not watch this, so we're going in blind, because I seen some of her eating yesterday, and my brain tuned out. I was busy cooking dinner anyway, and Foodie eating just gets on my nerves. But I love that this is broke down with the macros, so we're definitely going to give Sansa a watch, and definitely probably stare in horror at the amount of calories this bitch puts in her body. I agree. She is just so good. That is. I don't
Foodie is back with
understand.
another mukbang, and
Before
this
I
time
even get started, not to interrupt Sansa, I know people who have used CPAP. A dear friend of mine who is on Twitch uses it because it helps him sleep. But he's a soldier. He had a history of different smoking and stuff. So yeah, for him, the CPAP has helped with a lot of his respiratory stuff. So it's not a knock of that. But this bitch uses that CPAP, which she barely cleans, as a crutch. And I can't imagine. I sleep normally, either on my back or on my side. And like I said, meditation and breathing techniques has helped keep me from needing stuff like that. And I love Sansa's videos. I think she breaks down the macros of what her hungry fat chick. I don't know if she's done ALR yet, but she really does break down the amount of stuff they have. And you'd be surprised at how much sodium these girls intake. That's why her fingers look like that. Now me, I've always been the salted savory girl, but now that I'm older, I have found better ways to like season. I also like MSG for some of my stuff. I grew up in an Asian and Black household, so, you know, it is easier to utilize stuff that you've grown up with so that you don't overdo with salt, so that you're not ending up with heart disease and stuff. One of the reasons why, even though I'm still a hefty hefter, but my organs are working and I'm doing okay, is because I watch what I put in me.
it's a burger and fries. She got it from a local place called Dogmatic.
That's
and it's
because you're a
actually
normal
triple
person,
cheeseburger and
tragically.
volcano
It's not
fries.
normal about Foodie.
To wash it all down, she has a local specialty beverage called Sobia,
Okay.
and I believe some Fimto.
I'm having some tea
In this
with
video,
lemon.
we'll take a look at all of the components, try to determine the nutritional information, and see how this meal stacks up. As always, while Foodie is talking,
It's
my notes
really
and
good,
comments will drop
Sensawanda.
down in
I
text
love
and
garlic and
graphics.
onion powder. I like fresh garlic
My
too.
beady-eyed self here, about to have a mukbang for you. Let's call this fast food
Thank
Friday.
you for
even though
speeding her
that kind of
up,
smells
'cause
things
she
are
is
Friday
so
for me,
slow.
but anyway. Let me
You don't need no fast food Fridays. You need to lay off the fast food. The amount of shit that they put in a lot of these fast food things, and not to knock it if that's how you eat, please stop. I always get annoyed with the people who are like, how dare you knock it? If you're not a hit dog, don't holler. I just feel like a lot of these takeout places are really bad for somebody with her level of diabetes and other chronic issues. Bitch can barely breathe while talking. She's shoveling fast food. She don't need fast food Friday. She does. She sounds super slow.
Made food is so much better. But you know what? I cooked yesterday. I didn't film. I didn't do a video. I don't really...
Just to pause her again. She was supposed to do home vlogs where she was a chef. Chef Boyardee is here. She gives up because she knows we critique her lack of skill. We critique her lack of cookware, and she can't stand being made fun of. And a lot of times, she just puts slop out there. Cooking is a precise thing. You need to be paying attention. You need to be in the kitchen while you're making it, or at least close enough to where you can smell when something's off. She lazies her way through everything. That's why she doesn't want to film herself cooking. Plus, she sweats like a preacher in July has done since.
A lot going on in my life. So I don't know what's going to happen with my channel, but...
Should be terminated.
I wanted, like,
wow, that's a lot of burger.
I got a triple burger.
A triple?
Right, this is, I think it's called Sobia.
I don't care about her being sheepish. Why the fuck do you need a triple burger? That's way too much meat. I like hamburgers like the next mofo. I normally make them smash style if I can. We found these great soy/beef mix patties, which are a little bit healthier as well. And I'm looking forward to grilling season. But there's no fucking way I could put my mouth around a triple burger, period. That's too much. It's excessive. And none of this food, she's supposed to be a professional mukbang, and I agree. It doesn't look appealing. She puts people off food with her stuff. Exactly. She could have totally. And like I said last week, even if she wanted to be truly lazy and not make content, she could have installed a terrarium for Howie, or Harry, however the fuck the hamster's name is said, put a camera on that, and made views with people watching her hamster. But she's a selfish, it's gotta always be about her, heifer, and it's sad.
It's these drinks, popular drinks that they make during Ramadan with, like, this has like vanilla, coconut. It's really delicious. So I'm gonna have some.
I'll take your word for it. You should be drinking water,
I also have a
heifer.
bottle of this stuff for Ramadan. I forget what it's called. I'll have to put a note. It's really good though.
I don't trust you.
I don't know, honestly don't know what it is.
Then why are you drinking it?
Bismillah.
I don't drink stuff I don't know. That's gross.
Okay, so these fries, I don't even know what's on them. Jalapenos, onions, ground meat, beef bacon.
At the risk of getting into a fight with somebody, sorry for the pause again, fries don't need shit that's gonna make them soggy. I am a proponent of fries being plain and just seasoned, over sogging them down with gravy like she does in cheese with poutine and all this slop. I have never enjoyed covered fries, period. I just think they take the consistency that I like with fries out of the mix. And now that we use a lot of other root vegetables instead because there are healthier alternatives, I like the crispness of it. Putting it slop all over them like that takes the crispness away. And I would much rather dip them in something than to have them covered. That shit's nasty.
Cheese and some kind of spicy sauce. Yeah, here we go.
I feel like he's trying to poison her soul so he can be out of this faster.
They're called volcano fries.
She's gonna have volcano poops after that.
I don't know if I've ever eaten a triple burger. Let's see.
Yikes.
Alright, how am I gonna dislocate my jaw? Mmm. Yummy.
Wow.
At one point in the video, you can see Foodie looking at the burger patty. Later, in a live stream, she says that she saw something that kind of turned her stomach, but she kept eating anyway, you know, for the camera. She also confessed that
you saw something that turned your stomach while eating that triple burger, but you kept shoveling in it anyway? Ma'am, you deserve all the bubble guts.
This burger wasn't quite as tasty as she made it seem.
If you've never had corn on the cob grilled on the barbecue, you have to try it.
I have, but I need to remind people because she constantly... Corn is not a vegetable. I know a lot of us grew up eating them like they were vegetables. Corn is a starch that can make gluten in excess if you overindulge in it. I like a good barbecue corn on the cob every once in a while, but you got to remind yourself that corn is not a vegetable, it is a literal starch. That's why we can make bread and other products out of it. She's eating all that food and talking about food. It's crazy. Whew, Lord. I keep trying not to think about the scat man.
Before we start talking about the macronutrients, I wanted to tell you a little bit more about sobia. As you can see from this article by Arab News, sobia is a traditional drink served around Ramadan.
Okay.
It can come in different flavors, and it seems
Barley,
that Foodie is
flour,
drinking the white version.
More flour.
Generally
dry bread
speaking,
and sugar.
sobia is a fermented drink made with a base of barley,
Beetus don't need
flour,
these things.
bread, and sugar. There's actually a bit of controversy surrounding it about whether or not it produces alcohol in the fermentation process. I was surprised to even find a recipe for it here in the States on the McCormick Spice website. In any case, let's get to the macros.
Thank you, yes.
Here's what I'm estimating for the fries, the bacon, the cheddar cheese on top, and about a half cup of chili. That wasn't just ground meat on top.
Just the fries alone. Oh my god, that's almost 1,000 calories for the fries.
And of course, the triple cheeseburger. I used the numbers for a Dave's Triple from Wendy's. Now remember, this is just an estimate for similar items. When you add it all up, you get 2,485 calories, 137 grams of fat, 3,029 milligrams of sodium, 209 grams of carbs, 99 grams of which are sugar, and 101 grams of protein.
That's shameful. I can tell you, this morning I had a bowl of oatmeal and a banana, because the oatmeal I get is like 140 calories per serving. I had for lunch one of those heat up little, I think they're called chimichangas. They're frozen type. They're more protein than carbs. They're really good. They're by I think San Ole or whatever that company is. I had one of those for lunch. Filled me right the fuck up. I don't understand the amount of calories and sodium these her and ALR packing in a fucking day. That's insane to me. Back when I was eating my misery in Florida, I think I might have been matching them with that level of eating. But now, I couldn't do that. The sodium alone, that is bad for your heart and respiratory system.
If we take a step back and look at this meal,
it's a lot.
Yeah, it's really excessive.
That's another thing I've been getting into, tragically. Hey, Blondie, welcome to the chat, hun. But because the dietitian said I need to incorporate egg in my diet, especially during the mornings and stuff, to help with some of the protein and calcium issues, I started making my own egg breakfast too. Sometimes I use like spinach leaves instead of the actual bread, and it works out fine. So at least once a week I get a protein breakfast versus my oatmeal. But the oatmeal is helping my digestive system. I prefer it in the morning because I can handle it better.
Notice that she ate the whole thing in under 10 minutes.
That's crazy.
I just don't get it.
Way too much food.
If she didn't really enjoy the meal, why did she eat it so fast?
Because she's a glutton.
And not just turn off the camera, toss out a little bit, and then eat the last bite. It just doesn't make sense.
And it's feeder content.
I don't know. Personally, if I wanted a burger and fries, I would just want a really well-prepared cheeseburger.
I'd make it myself.
Small fries with some ketchup. That's it.
Exactly.
Drop me a line in the comments and let me know what you think. What's your go-to burger and fries order?
I don't order my burgers out. I have, like I said, that soy beef blend that we use. I like freshly cut spinach, a little bit of aged white cheddar on my burger with some roasted onions, and that's all I have. It's cheese, spinach, and roasted onions, and it is, to me, the best burger. I have dipping stuff on the side if I need it, but I just eat it like that on a toasted bun, and it's good to go. I do not understand the constant need. And like I said, I'm not trying to tank the economy. If you like eating out every once in a while, eat out. I think one of the best burgers I have had out, I like Rally's All-American Burger. A, because it's less calories than even McDonald's. B, they put fresh onion, pickles, lettuce, and all of that stuff on it, and tomato. But I really try hard not to eat out because A, it costs way too much money nowadays, and B, you don't know what you're putting in you. And trying to lose the weight that I packed on during the pandemic again, it ain't gonna help if I'm constantly shoveling fast food in my face. And I'm a cook. I can cook at home. I enjoy cooking. I made 2 quiches last week. I still got part of mine frozen for when I want that too. I enjoy cooking for my family and I enjoy cooking for myself because I know what I'm putting in me, and it helps me not to waste produce. The spinach that could have went off if I let it languish ended up being baked into a quiche and it came out great. So there are ways to cook and make good meals, but this lazy ass heifer once again refuses to do the work. It's crazy to me. I love spinach quiche. It is one of my favorites.
If you like RPG games, then you don't want to miss out on Infinite Magic Raid. Get started with the Archer, Lucifer. He is a truly amazing carry hero. His active skill attacks a single enemy.
We are gonna load up some... I love this opening. Marley Hendrix, one of my favorite YouTube editors of Chantal's Fuck Shit. She has got a recap of where we've been to get to that 100K. And I just love calling it out. I feel like people have got Chantal's number and it's making Heifer big mad. And she deserves all the ire. Oh, yeah, I didn't watch this one yet. So let me pop that like and let's get this popping. Because I still want to call out the rest of the Slydell family. Wow.
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Hey guys, hey. Hey guys, hey. How are you?
Wow.
How are you?
She's always hyper.
Beauty bite. Beauty bite.
Wow. Ew, did she just...
I signed up for Tinder.
Off the top of her head?
Very briefly. And
never been on a dating site,
had
refused
some interesting
to.
encounters.
Too many weirdos, and I'm weird
Hey
enough
guys,
for
so
my
I decided
own,
to turn on comments because I'm an attention whore.
Can you tell I haven't eaten since yesterday? Well, yeah.
Everything is just so delicious.
Beauty bite.
Yikes. That looks nasty. And I'm going to tell you right now, I know that a lot of people have found ways to diet that works for them. I know OMAD's the new latest craze. What I was told to by my doctors and dietitians is that you have to have 3 meals a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can have certain snacks. Try to make them more protein-based. And do not eat after 8 or 9 o'clock because a lot of times Action Wolf gets off right at 9. So I've been skirting that just a little bit so that we can have dinner together. But the fact of the matter is, 3 meals a day keeps you full. You don't need to constantly be shoveling food in your face. And not meals enough to feed a whole small family. It's crazy to me. I cannot imagine the amount of food she puts in her gullet. And it's not about not eating. It's about eating wisely.
The crunchy watch.
Man, yesterday I had a salad that I made. It was so good.
So I'm kind of thinking of getting a hotel room somewhere.
Spring mixed vegetables.
Having one night to myself.
A little bit of olives and tomatoes. It
like
was
a one-night
best.
stand, but you have to go home after. And yes, my Fupa's healed. I was thinking of getting a male escort. I got a shave. I got to buy KY jelly, lubricant, handcuffs. It's been so long since my whole days. Like my 19th birthday, when I came up, I went to stay at my aunt's when she lived here, and I had 2 friends come with me, my best friends. I went to a male strip club. My friend found out that night she was pregnant.
Gross. This story is already getting on my nerves. And I can tell you something. When we lived in Florida, one of my best friends, I love her to death, she wanted me to go to one of the male review sites with her. And I didn't interest me. And then when I was engaged to the former asshole, a stripper came up because he seen the engagement ring on my finger. And dumbass thought he was flirting with me, which he wasn't. He was just trying to drum up business and he lost his mind. So I know male strippers are out there and some of them are really fine looking. I just don't want to waste my money in clubs like that. It's just not for me. If it's for you, have fun, but never really interests me. But you can see early on how she uses money to manipulate and buy affection that she can't get herself because she's so afraid to be anything. She's a failed chameleon at that too, because she molds herself to whatever situation she's in instead of being her authentic self. Even if you're authentically awful, there's somebody out there for you. But she doesn't want that. She wants to chase a superficial relationship so that she can have eye candy. And I'm going to say it once again. I don't find Salah physically appealing at all. Even before we knew what we knew with the Kai Bella situation. There was always something off-looking about him and his antics. And no way. And like I said, it ain't just about looks. It's about vibes for me. And he always gave me bad vibes. Point blank.
You were hassling her because she was only drinking Pepsi. It's like, why are you hassling her if she can't buy booze when you charge $5 for a Pepsi anyway?
Yeah, Panda Pondu, my ex before Axiom Wolf, which over almost 20 years ago now, he was a very awful person. He treated me badly. He's the reason why my first kid didn't make it. And he's the reason why I got kiddo out of there so that nothing happened to him. It was a really bad time, and unlike Chantal, who likes to fabricate her stuff, it was 10 years of hell for me, and I'm glad that I survived it. And I'm glad that I got out alive, and I have not looked back. I've looked over my shoulders a few times because of Kiddo, I was always fearful that he would try to come back and destroy my life trying to take him. But luckily now, Kiddo's of age, and I don't have to worry about that anymore, and it was just a really bad time for me.
Get a life. I didn't get a lap dance from any guy that I wanted because he was being tied down by sugar mamas, like freaking 70-year-old women that were like all freaking hot and horny in the corner, like stealing his attention.
They have more
bills.
money than you,
I'm a broke teenager. I got nothing to offer you. Except maybe a wrinkle-free poontang. I ain't got cobwebs at that age. Oh no. I need some landscaping down there because I'm like those...
Gross. Even at 19, she was a competitive, woman-hating bitch. Talk about cobwebs, but you need landscaping, apparently. There is stuff you really shouldn't put on the fucking internet. Have some decorum.
Cobweb women now. And then you have the thirsty dudes.
It's okay, Panda. I just wanted to clear it up just in case, because I do bring up the asshole when I'm doing in comparison the Chantal's alleged thing with the Canadian crack demon. And I want people that have gone through it to know that they're not alone either, especially those of us who have survived or are trying to get away from it. It's possible. It takes a lot of work. I was lucky my family helped me get out when they did, but it pisses me off that she tries to act like she understands what people like me have gone through. And that's why I always call her ass out. And I don't believe that she went through half the stuff she went through with Koki that she did. I honestly think that she tried to abuse him financially and he didn't want to take that. And she obsessively still stalks him.
Like, women get hit on at clubs, that goes without saying, you know?
I haven't been in a club since the early 2000s. And maybe even the late 90s. And even though, yeah, there are some guys that'll hit on you, the way she's acting is like she had the whole club's attention. Ma'am, get the fuck out of here. These mafia games are fucking dumb. Oh, Lord.
The thirsty ones, the stage 4 clingers, they get on my nerves. It's like swatting a fly away, they just keep coming around.
Man.
It's always the same. You know, you're looking around the club, and then, you know, you're either going to get a drink or something, and some dude will be like, "Come here, I have to tell you something." You're like, oh god, what, you know? Do I have toilet paper on my shoe? I don't know. So, no, of course not. So, I don't get it. Like, if you have bad breath, like some of these guys do.
What?
Why would you ask a girl to come close to you, like, so she can get an extra whiff? Like,
the nerves,
sometimes their breath smells like
breath.
A combination of diapers and garbage.
This bitch who said that her breath made her feel like she was gonna throw up because she doesn't wash her CPAP machine either, and she barely takes care of her oral stuff. And I know I've got nerve with my visible damage, but I brush my teeth, bitch. My man kisses me because my breath don't stink. So the nerve of her calling out somebody else's stink. Oh my gosh.
Hot garbage.
Hypocrisy you are.
What do I mean?
Is that peach?
Like, come on, you don't really care how I am. You just want to get in my pants. So, being the bitch that I am, I usually say that. I usually say, look, you're wasting your time. I have a boyfriend.
Oh, I guess that was poor.
You guys think I'm nice. I am generally nice.
No, she's not.
They don't take no or I have a boyfriend for an answer. They don't give a shit that you have a boyfriend. He's not there, so they'll say,
where is he? Where is he now?
Does that matter? Like, it doesn't matter if he's on a mission to Mars.
You needed that validation. Once I was in a relationship, clubs were definitely out of the thing. I don't care how young you are. You need to prioritize. But the fact that you would go into these clubs while you were with BB to get hit on by men so that you can come on YouTube and brag about it, why do you need such validation? Those of us who can get it don't need to brag about getting it, because we're actually getting it, Heifer. Just a word of advice.
I have a boyfriend. You should respect that and bugger off with your bad breath.
You have to.
So then, you know, that doesn't satisfy them. So then I try the whole. Well, actually,
tragically,
I was just saying that to get, you know, not to be rude, but I am gay. I'm a lesbian. Okay, well, men love that, right? So, oh, that's kind of hot. You know, where's your girlfriend?
My husband's working.
If I'm gay, I'm gay. We don't want to share your wiener, okay? Like, you know.
Wow.
So if that doesn't work, and I have done this. Trying anything at this point, like, get the hint, you know.
So you literally lied about being LGBT to
like, well,
allegedly.
Actually, I didn't want to tell you this because you know, I said I was a lesbian, but I didn't want to tell you that. I don't tell just anybody this. You know, I don't want them to think I'm weird or, you know, report me. But I'm a zoophile. I'm interested in donkeys. 20 years.
What? No, I'm so what? I know she does this shit for attention. Classic Chantal was just classically crassy, but she donkey.
You're interested in farm animals. And this is actually
we may have to pause the Slydells after this and go to the fun side, because my brain is feeling like it's starting to rot from listening to classic Chantal, and the Slydells will be here. I really don't think I can dive too much into more Ratched after listening to her saying that she's a Suvile into donkeys. My brain is already yelling tap out.
And where a guy was like, oh, okay. You know, might be into a little kink. Oh my god.
If she had kept doing shit like this, she might have went down instead of going up. But look, she's supposedly smaller now. This is how she got to 100K, y'all. I will never get to 100K if this is what it takes. No, thank you. Look, she was able to get the... Oh, yeah. How do you have both a fat and flat butt? I don't know. I was blessed with a badonkadonk. It's a big one, but it's definitely curved.
I just love going for drives. Especially when it starts getting dark out. You never know what you're going to see. Don't you think so, Ramona?
I still think this is a bad idea, girl. What if the car breaks down and we get eaten by like a pack of wolves or something? Especially since you haven't had an oil change in forever.
Wow.
Ramona, a little positivity in your life and mine won't kill you. However, in your case, it might.
Better than being eaten by a pack of wolves.
Whatever, let's put the radio on.
Welcome to NewsHour. I'm your host, Susan Boner. Authorities are urging people to not go for drives in the middle of nowhere at dusk. I repeat, do not go for drives in the middle of nowhere at dusk. There is a murderous, unknown creature lurking in the woods. The Pooters share their story.
Yeah, we were driving down Concession 6 when little Pixie needed to go pee. We got out and, before we knew what happened, a hideous creature emerged from the trees and devoured our poor little Pixie. Looked like the abominable snowman from the movies, except it was wearing a Sailor Moon t-shirt.
We are the dumb people in horror movies. You know that, right?
There you go. Oh, wow. And she still moves more now.
Ramona?
Than now.
Ramona? What the hell? Ramona! Ramona!
She's out of breath.
Oh god. Okay. Ramona! Oh my god, Ramona! What is that? Oh my god, it's hideous!
Almost 6 in the morning right now, and I'm just like super hungry, and the hunger woke me up. I'm like, I need to eat something. So I thought I would just do a video for you guys because I'm eating my cheat day.
Every day's a cheat day. Thank you for that ad respite, because what the fuck? I guess that was a skit. I guess she and Pete thought that she does have a frog butt. Oh, she does. Quack, quack. Oh, my God. Damn, y'all are cracking me up. She's always with the boner and stuff too. Oh, stop with that shush.
The ginger ale was sold out.
When she was cheating on BB with Pete's. At least she still had her hair there.
Occurred to me as I was walking back.
Can I have some of your Sprite?
Yeah.
You need to be in a gym. You need to mind your beeswax. You need to be somewhere instead of telling people what to do. Maybe I'll pack up my stuff and go move in the gym.
She would never move into a gym, but she couldn't take constructive criticism. People telling you to exercise wasn't just attacking you, Chantal. They were, back then, concerned about the amount of food you were putting in you with the lack of motivation to move. But snarky bitch is gonna be a snarky bitch.
Since people think that's where I should be 24/7, yeah, gyms are closed.
I wish I would have been here for those days, but honestly, I think I would have been blocked by her because she refuses to see what she needs to do, and it's sad.
Gyms are closed. So...
Wowie.
Hey guys, so I don't even know where to start with this video. I just wanted to talk in front of my new mukbang background a bit about how I'm feeling and just be completely real with you guys. Yesterday I just hit a really bad depression moment, and I wanted to turn on the camera, kind of document how I'm feeling, and I was feeling alone. And I know I have friends, but I just don't feel comfortable talking to them about my situation for some reason. I feel like...
Honey, we heard her say these same things in Kuwait. I get manic moods. I am diagnosed with both schizophrenia and bipolar disorders called schizoaffective. I use the manic highs to get cleaning done, writing done and stuff. I use the lows to just recuperate. I also have been lifting weights again, which actually helps with the manic lows for me. There are ways you could creatively channel the depression instead of whining on YouTube like we're all your fucking therapists. But she's never changed. It's all a part of the Chantal cycle that she keeps regurgitating.
My food addiction. Which
I Twitter was our jam, tragically. Getting into fights with people. I chilled out a lot since then.
And the big part of me just doesn't care sometimes. All of these centers for eating disorders here in my city seem to focus around bulimia and anorexia. That's what they mention on their website. But obesity seems to be an eating disorder, unlike anorexia and bulimia.
Bulimia is tied into obesity. You can be obese and bulimic because the binge eating. You don't always lose calories throwing it up. I learned that the hard way. It was also a result of a trauma response on what happened to me as a kid. So yeah, I think she's lying. A center like that would treat all of those things. She just wanted to make a fuck excuse. And bulimia is not easy to kick. It's to the point now that even when I'm sick, I don't like the feeling like I gotta throw up because of how much I abused it back in the day. I'm glad I'm over that time. But the fact that she makes these excuses, she's a fucking liar. She always will be a liar.
Yeah, it seems to be more that the onus is more on the individual to change.
And that's what I learned too.
Medical intervention.
Tragically. So all that time, I was just hurting my insides, thinking that it would help lose weight and I would be able to get away with the massive amount of food that I used to eat, and it didn't work. Binging is a dangerous thing to do, and I'm so glad that with therapy and stuff, I was able to get away from that mindset. And I just feel like Chantal makes a lot of excuses, and she hasn't realized the power of getting help and really wanting to help yourself.
Prevention in the same way as bulimia and anorexia. It's not that I can't pay for therapy. I mean, I don't make a ton of money off of YouTube. And I know I spend pretty much a lot of what I've been making, I spend back on food, which if I save on food, sure, maybe I could, yes. I feel like I see all these other people doing mukbangs, and a lot of them probably don't have the same issues with food that I do. And I've, if I had never shared that part of my life with you guys,
they know, it's still gross. I don't understand mukbangs feel.
When I go back and edit my video, like my McDonald's one, which I decided I'm not going to upload, because I feel like a fool with so many people knowing what I'm really going through, and sitting there like stuffing my face with McDonald's with mayo all over my face. I feel like I need to go through this cycle until it finally fully sinks in for me.
I'm hearing the sad piano from Gary Jules' Mad World again in my brain.
All I've ever known is
being obsessed with food and surrounded by foods for probably for like 30 years, honestly, of my life. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. It's regarding just maybe clearing up a bit of confusion regarding the direction of my channel. I know, again, I'm changing courses. I'm trying to do fun things on my channel, things
like
a
freight train going nowhere.
I feel like mukbangs, story times, and weight loss, they don't mingle well together. So I honestly, if I'm being completely honest,
I'm
without
telling
filter,
you,
I find
it wrecks your body, and that's why I keep trying to tell people it's about balance. There's no perfect thing that works for everybody. That's why I think the diet culture is very troublesome, because it is not a one-size-fit-all method. You have to figure out what works for you. You have to make sure that what you're doing does not damage your body. And being hyper either way, hyper afraid of food or hyper into food is bad. You have to be balanced. Food is meant to keep us alive. It's not meant for you to live for. And unfortunately, Foodie doesn't understand that. And then that other tragic young lady who's literally emaciating herself before people's eyes. You gotta find balance. And sadly, they are like two sides of the same coin to me. So I don't talk about the other one, because plus she's younger. I don't fuck with people that much younger than me, because honestly, it feels like a mama picking on a child.
Boring and tedious and just not something I'm into doing. And I'm sorry if that disappoints you.
Yeah, that process chick.
I have to live my life the way I want to without being worried about the opinions of others. So that's what I'm trying to do.
You never cared about the opinions of others, and you still don't.
Weight loss journey, and which I understand because I kind of have been, you know, leading it on as that way for a while. And
the thing I've learned about girl world especially is if they use the term weight loss journey, they're not going anywhere. It should be a lifestyle change. It should be a complete 180 from what you've been doing, or 360. No, 360 is a full circle. It should be a change up of what you currently are doing to your body. And it has to be for life. It can't just be a journey, because journeys have to come to an end. Yours is probably going to end with a loss of limb or a beetus coma. But it is a constant change of how you eat, what you do, and your activities. It is a full lifestyle change. Point blank. And it does take time too, being you work. And that's the thing. I squeeze in an hour block a day between 11 to noon where I get my exercise in, because it's the only time during the day that kiddos either busy with school, Action Wolf is just starting work, and I don't have to worry about cutting into anybody's time. So I get my time done on the bike. We'll be outside a lot during the summer too, so I'll be walking. We have a nice trail close to the house as well, and hopefully we'll be getting the pool. But you have to have the time. You have to be able to allot certain time. And what I tell people is even a 20-minute walk a day is better than nothing. Chantal does absolutely fucking nothing, and she's completely sedentary. And like I said, even though I do these from my bedroom right now, and I look like she's in her PJs and stuff. Yeah, but I'm a very active person, especially during the week. You have to be with a kid.
So even this is not going to be an official weight loss channel or anything like that. Again, I have to ultimately live my life and do what I want to do. You know, so if I want to eat chicken wings one day or do carb mukbangs or whatever, then I'm going to do it and just deal with getting the backlash. So, yeah, so I guess that's it for now. I just wanted to keep this a short video, but I guess that's it, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm not doing so well, and
tiny violin
video because I'm trying really hard not to lose it and just start bawling. I'm gonna be logging off.
Oh boy.
Of the internet.
Sure, Jan.
For a little while. I'm not leaving YouTube permanently or anything like that, but I'm taking a break as long as it takes to get some help, because I honestly don't know how much more I can take of this. I had another binge, and I ate to the point of being sick. Like I had planned in my meal plan that I made. So cheese crackers, measured out the cheese, and I had the block of cheese out on the table with the cracker.
So this was when she ate too much cheese and bothered the ER. I'm telling you, one of my favorite snacks every once in a while is we have these weird wheat crackers that we use, and some aged sharp white cheddar, or some nuts with some aged sharp white cheddar. You can have cheese in small doses, Heifer, but we know you don't do anything in small doses.
And
After my 2 ounces of cheese was gone, I just, as if on autopilot, just kept eating and eating, and the thought of stopping and putting the rest of the cheese in the fridge was just not an option. And I'm just sick of, I need to log off and get help, basically. This is not a healthy place when you're going through things like this, and I need to go down to the psyche merge because it's the only option at this point. I don't have anywhere else to turn to.
Ma'am, as a diagnosed crazy to an undiagnosed crazy, you are literally wasting people's time because you have a cheese obsession. Maybe work on the deeper inner issues before you start going, oh, I got food issues. That's clearly visible. What they want to know is what's going on inside that tinker of yours.
I feel so distant from everybody in my life. Like,
you push people away.
So tired. I'm so tired of fighting this. I don't even want to do it anymore. Honestly, it's to a very unhealthy point. And I'm actually scared. And the last thing I should be worried about
no
is YouTube
sympathy
right now.
for this heifer.
I'm scared of my own brain. Like, I just can't even, the psychotic episodes I've been having, and I don't know if I can handle another binge, and the guilt and the despair, the feeling of hopelessness after each one. I can't do it anymore. I just can't.
I'm side-eyeing that heifer. I know it's classic Chantal, but there's nothing that's changed from the current. Now she's going through the mental health arc again, where she's allegedly going to join like some group therapy or whatnot. Heifer, stop playing with your mental health. Because I'm telling you, once you work on the inner fucked upness of your brain, you can maybe work on a lifestyle change. Because I'm not even going to call it a diet. You need to completely change your relationship with food. But I want to get to some fun stuff. That shit's taxing my brain. Please give Marley Hendrix a watch and a follow, because honestly speaking, they do amazing work, and especially of her archive fuck shit. But I'm telling you, y'all, Chantal is fucking draining. But we have got some funny Dank Fupa. I love this young lady, or young person. They make me laugh. Hey, Abby Cat. I am so glad you're here.
Previously.
And I love this 90-Day Fiance the other way, but thank you so much for showing up. We're going to do some of this, and then we're going to do the Fresh Prince of Yup to roll it out. Heifer has tired out my brain, but I know I'm going to be reorganized and re-energized just watching these two because I love to laugh.
On 90 Day Fiance.
Do you think you could start leaving a tip when I drop off your order?
Hi, my name is Amber Lynn. I'm an influencer and I make vlogs about what it's like living as a plus-size girly pop. But then Anus reached out to me in the DMs and it was fate.
Anus.
Amber, I think it's pronounced Anais.
She looks a lot like Miley Cyrus, and she's even a hospice nurse.
Wow.
I told her if she would come to America, she could make a lot of money. I'm going to visit my girlfriend in France soon, and I need to make sure I can fit in 3 seats. Can I get 6 large orders of orange chicken and a whole Reese's peanut butter cheesecake?
Was this week or last week? Okay, that was last week. Good. Because I was like, I've already watched that. They do kind of make it funny there, too. But I think it's just to show us the difference in his actual personality. I love Dank Fupa, though. Cracks me. I went to sherbet after a while because ice cream fucks my stomach up too much.
Hey Mom, are you off work yet? I need you to take me to Walmart. They released a new Lego set and I really need it. I also need to stock up on dry shampoo for my trip to France to meet Anus.
No, Amber, I don't get off work till 5, but I guess I can swing by and take you to Walmart. Would you mind buying my groceries while we're there? I spent a lot on gas to drive you around places. Maybe you can buy me some bingo cards.
Yeah, sure, I'll buy your bingo cards in exchange for gas money, but this trip to France is super expensive because I had to buy 3 tickets. When are you going to be here?
Wow.
I spent the last 4 hours getting ready.
Okay, I'll pick you up in an hour. I only need like $100 worth of groceries. I know how much you make, and that's nothing. See you soon.
Hi, my name is Christine. I'm Amber's mom, and I'm really excited to be on TV. Amber has a huge following on YouTube, but she never lets me go on her vlogs.
Wow.
I'm really proud of Amber for not following in my footsteps. She might be a big girl, but she hasn't even been to prison once.
Yep, I've been using Fairlife lactose-free milk because I have to have milk in my oatmeal and stuff, and it has been so much easier on my stomach. And I heard they make lactose-free ice cream, but I haven't had regular ice cream in years, and I really do like sherbet better. There's a good orange blend, a good pineapple blend, which is one of my favorites too, and it's just easier on my stomach. And I still already pushed the line with my sharp cheddar because I can't give up cheese. Oh, wow. The animation! Ay, ay, ay. Ooh, dangerous close to E.
Hi, thanks for picking me up. I need lots of stuff for my trip to meet Enos. It's like a whole situation type deal. I go through like a bottle of dry shampoo a day since my hair is so long and dainty.
Oh, no problem. Want to go to bingo after Walmart? The groceries will be fine in the car for at least a few hours. I haven't gambled at all this week since I lost my entire paycheck at the casino on Thursday, but I'm feeling really lucky today.
Aww! Are you calling me your good luck tour? I love it when the old men stare at me at bingo. It always makes me feel really good to know that people think I'm cute.
Wow.
Amber, I'm not sure that's why people stare. I mean,
Mama dropping
you're
truth.
Beautiful, baby. You get it from your mama.
Wow. That oh, it's the seatbelt thing. Walmart. Oh no.
I'm wearing the wrong shoes.
Scooty.
Oh my god. There it is.
Oh,
my new Lego set. Now I can always have orange chicken in my home. I'll just have to be careful not to get too hungry because I might think it's the real thing.
Wow, wow, wow. Polka music.
So, Amber, how long are you going to be in France? Did you decide what you're going to do about the pets while you're away? I could always use a bit more cash for the casino, and I'm really good at taking care of animals.
I actually asked my friend Melissa to take care of the pets. She has a bunch of kids she needs to feed or something.
You already
and
went
I figured
into...
she could use a couple extra bucks. Plus, she visits me every day with my favorite foods, so Twonky already loves her.
It really is.
I have 3 fur babies, 1 doggo, and 2 kitty cats. Twonky stores my Gorly Pop puppy girl, and Rarity Gray's my little baby Snuckums kitty girl.
I wanted to get your opinion.
I also have Wasabi Dot, who is such a sweet angel boy, but he just hides a lot, so I only see him a couple times a month.
Why do you need to go to France?
Okay, great.
There's a lot of eligible girls right here in America. I met my boyfriend on meetinginmate.com, and he moved to Oklahoma after we both got out of prison.
Enos is special mom. I've never met anyone who has all the traits I'm looking for in a mate and caregiver. She's slightly chonky, but not too fat. She has a beautiful face and is a hospice nurse. She's hireable and totally attainable for me. Plus, I bet she has the cutest French accent ever.
Wait, you haven't spoken to her on the phone? You haven't even FaceTimed and you're going over there? What if she's not real? Amber, what are you going to do if she's catfishing you?
Oh, Mom. She's definitely not a catfish. I've watched every season of that show and I can say I know red flags when I see them.
Sure you do.
If anyone should be worried, she should be worried I'm catfishing her.
Bingo!
That was perfectly timed.
Oh man,
Both
it's such
these
a rush
girls
every
like
time I win at
catfish.
bingo. Thanks for
real,
coming with me,
justice for
Amber.
Gracie, and I
Let's
don't
hope
like
the
how
groceries you
Twinkies
bought me aren't
being dealt
completely
with
thawed out.
her.
I needed to get out of the house. It had been a couple weeks, and Walmart is my favorite place on earth. Do you think they have them in France?
Probably.
Seriously.
Americans live in France, so I bet they have Walmart. Where else would they shop?
I guess I'll find out
You know,
tomorrow.
shops, boutiques.
Oh. Do you think you could pick me up and drop me off at the airport? I would Uber, but I need help carrying my bags from my bedroom to the car and from the car to the kiosk. I'll double your earnings from bingo today.
Sure, no problem.
Wow.
Do you think you could front it to me now? I was gonna head to the casino and see if I could make up that paycheck I lost last time.
No, you'll have to wait till after my bags are on the conveyor belt thingy-mabobber.
Okay, fine. I'll pick you up tomorrow.
Thanks.
Oh,
Love ya.
Yikes.
I wonder if I hid the heavy stuff in my rolls if I could fit more Legos into my suitcase. Anus is gonna love the romantic sets I'm bringing for us to do together. I already made an engagement ring out of Lego, but will only propose if she does first. I can't wait for her to use hand massagers on me. I hope she doesn't mind my fupa.
Oh no.
Oh, I should call that girl and see if she can take care of the pets before I go.
Not the Cheesecake Factory girl, no!
Cheesecake Factory. This is Marissa. How can I help you?
Poor Marissa.
Oh, hey Maria, can I get a party-sized order of orange chicken? I'm leaving for France tomorrow, and I just got the new orange chicken Lego, and I'm worried I might eat it if I don't let my taste buds have some.
Wow.
Oh, hey Amberlyn. You must be so excited. I'll put your order in right away.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet my new girlfriend. Anyway, do you think you could take care of my pets while I'm away in France? I want to make sure you can feed your kiddos while I'm away since I won't be ordering Uber Eats for a while.
Oh my god, that's so incredibly nice of you, Amberlyn. I love Twinkie Star, and I really appreciate
Marissa,
you being mindful of my
say
financial
no.
situation. I would be happy to take care of them for you.
Okay, good. Does like $10 a day or something work? They are really low maintenance. Oh, and I have a spare room with a few small mountains of stinky trash in it. Do you think you could clear that out for me while I'm away?
Well, I'm happy to take care of your animals, but I don't really want to go poking around in your stuff, Amberlyn. $10 a day isn't all that much.
Well, I guess I might just have to call Cheesecake Factory Corporate and tell them about our conversation last week.
Oh no, she's blackmailing her from the last cartoon.
Oh, no problem, Amberlyn. You can expect your place to be as clean as a whistle when you get back. I'll be there in like 20 minutes with your order.
Okay.
Nailed that
thanks.
manipulative side. Wow.
What a bitch. Next time on 90 Day Fiance.
Oh no.
Hi, Destiny. I know this is probably weird, but I really need to talk about this. So, you're still the only person I've let touch me. I never even let Jade, even after all the time we were together. I really want Enos to be the next person I allow to do that to me. I'm scared though. Like, what do I do? I feel like I smelt bad when you did it to me. I shower every day now, so I'm different than I used to be, but it still worries the shit out of me. Again, I know this is so weird. You're the first person I trust to talk to about this, though. Actually, the only person. Well, give me a call back whenever you get this. Bye.
Y'all, that was Dank Fupa. And I know I normally wrap up with a Fresh Prince of Yup, but while Axiom Wolf is on his break, you sure?
Yeah. I like the guy. I want to promote his channel.
Okay, honey. All right, then. I guess we will wrap up with some Fresh Prince of Yup. I love Dank Fupa, though. I swear, their animations are so amazing, and they do a lot of good work. But we are going to bring up some Fresh Prince of Yup, because like Axiom Wolf said, we are trying to help his channel out. I definitely want to see him get to 1 million subscribers now he's trying for. So let's get that going. I thought I had that up. Give me just a moment here. All right. Fresh Prince of Yup. Here we go. There's the link. And then we will wrap up because it's just a classic. He's been working, so he's on a bit of a break again. But he always comes back strong. So I am looking forward to this Fresh Prince of Yup. Let's get this fired up. Not these. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get YouTube Premium if I keep doing these ones.
You can't pass go. You don't collect $200. You get jumped. They run you for your pockets.
And this one is his worst knockoff series. I know it's part 19, so if you want to go back and catch some of his classics, he is funny. And I just love around the world the amount of crazy knockoffs that are being passed off and sold to people. It is hilarious. Yeah, Becky put it on her Facebook, and I am so happy. She deserves love. She was with that horribly manipulative ALR for far too long, and the only clip I seen that really pissed me off was her going through that stuff with her kidney failure or renal failure, and Amber Lynn just treating it like it was nothing, making her drive and stuff. That's awful. And then pretended like she didn't love her at all, which she probably didn't. She just wanted to use her as a servant, and that was messed up. Beck is doing so much better, and I am happy for her and her new partner. And I hope it grinds that heifer's gears that she's sitting there alone, having to pay for people to take her back and forth.
This on? Hello? What up, y'all? What up, cool nerds? How y'all doing? Welcome back to another video. Today, we have another worst knockoffs. But before we jump into that, y'all know I've been busy. I've been a little inconsistent the past like month or two, but like this year has been a lot better than the last few years. You know, we're seeing growth. We hit 160K. I didn't think we were going to hit 160K until like next year. So thank you again for subscribing. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for the comments.
And he just had to deal with COVID,
cool
too.
Nerd, you know what I'm saying? If you watch the videos, you're a cool nerd. But anyways, y'all, there's a lot going on. I've been super busy. I know I say that all the time. I got a full-time job outside of YouTube. You know, I want to do full-time content again, or be a content full-time. Damn, I can't talk. Be a content creator full-time again, right? And I want to get back into that eventually, but I have to split my new gaming channel and this channel. You know, the gaming channel is going to be completely separate, and I'm trying to start that in September. But I know this is going to be like a long, like, you know, aired out, like, you know, like explanation, but I've been busy. And I think I told you guys a couple weeks ago that I was getting tattoos. I might be lying. I might not have even said that, but I got a new tattoo. And that was another reason I've been kind of out of the game. I was hurting, bro. I was hurting. This tattoo took like 10, 11 hours. Wow. But let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Hold on. It's on my leg.
I forgot he did a reveal. Wow.
It's Killua, right? If y'all watch Hunter x Hunter, y'all know that's my favorite character.
I've only watched a few episodes. Really not enough to be putting no characters on me.
Connecting to it in September. In September, I'll be out for the first week. I'm going to Florida to get this tattoo.
You got a full leg tattoo.
Because y'all know last year was not good for me, and I kind of wanted to like treat myself this year. I had a really bad year. I mean, I had that job at like ESPN, hated it, quit. Started a new one, which was cool, but then a tornado hit my house. I got COVID. I had all the flooding in the house. Like, there was just so much going on. I had a cough for a year because of COVID. So this year I told myself, I'm going to get all this stuff together when it comes to the channel. I'm going to try to be as consistent as possible. Right now, I'm trying to do one video a week on YouTube, but it doesn't work out sometimes. But I'm getting back into it. Y'all know I'm trying my best. So like, I know I come back like, you know, people are like, oh, you're gone more than my dad, blah, blah, blah. But y'all know I'm trying. So that's really it. I know it's a long intro. Skip to the video if you want, whatever. But I want to let y'all know, September, I'm going to really try to launch a new gaming channel. So if you do want to get updated on that, join the Discord. I'm not announcing it on here. I'm not saying the new brand.
I gotta get on my Discord a bit more. I just don't have
already
time
got
right now.
The new Discord like ready for that.
I get on Sundays,
it's gonna be dope, and I'm gonna
D&D.
be uploading a lot on there once I get that. I'm just waiting for a new editing computer because this computer is my film computer. But y'all already know what to do. Smack the like button, sub with notifications on. Let's get it. Billion box. We believe that other burgers are damn. Dookie? Okay. Hey, if you got a slogan like that, your burgers better be hitting.
All right, honey.
They got the Bart Simpson with the billion box mask on. It's called Billion Box, but it says Burger Kills. That like, you know, like that Burger King's your ops. Like, bro, they really out here.
Today I got time, cuz.
And then on the right side, the little description poster is like, oh, it's 100% beef meat, right? And some people might be like, okay, what else could it be? But like, I'm telling y'all ever get a craving for like fast food? Sometimes I get a craving for McDonald's and I always regret it afterwards. I'm like, what is in this big pile of grease, right? Like McDonald's got like ground up like ostrich toes in there or something. But for real though, when it comes to those like little hole in the wall spots, they be having the best food. I'm not talking like those like, you know, fast food restaurants. Where
I will agree. Both in New York and Florida, some of the best restaurants, but the restaurants that didn't even really look like restaurants at time to time. Little Jamaican places, Chinese food places, Filipino food places. You go in, you get some good soups, you get some good food. So yeah, I do agree with the hole in the wall. And trust me, I would freaking love to find one out here, but it ain't nothing but family restaurants and farms. So I just do my own cooking.
McDonald's, Wendy's, like it ain't just like corporate type place where like they mass manufacture all this stuff, right? I'm talking those like family owned, like it's just like you can't even dine there because it's so small, right? But you find one of those places.
Oh, you're getting their sleeve done? Nice. I really hope I hope you love it. Like I said, I am not anti-tattoo. I'm just very careful what I would get put on me. And as much as I like certain anime, I can't imagine having an anime character on my body for that long. I had a friend design a design that I might get put on my upper back shoulder. Not this one, because that's where my birthmark is. This shoulder, that is a yin-yang sun and moon with a little serpentine dragon around it. I love the design. I've kept the drawing. It's in my folder somewhere in the closet. And if I do go to a tattoo artist, my friend Stephanie, who drew that out for me, I'm going to use that.
And they hit. Like, if you can find me a good burger spot, like, that's the key to my heart. I love burgers. I eat a burger every day. Like, I love burgers.
Burgers okay, but I can't do them every day.
I might have to go over here. Where's this at?
Cholesterol.
Plug and play while charging. Say goodbye to single charging. Play while charging and have more fun. Okay, so is this like a new invention? I feel like this has been around for like years, right? Cool, whatever, right? You can charge your phone while playing your favorite mobile game. One. And this mobile game is Jack Candy's Eating Chicken Action. Huh? This title itself has a lot going on just for this Mission Impossible scene. Like, this is like a Tom Clancy, like, you know, Rainbow Six, but it's like Jack Candy's eating chicken. And then you got this Mission Impossible, like, parachute scene.
It's like Foodie Beauties type of game. I heard she's running a gaming channel now, trying to compete with us heifers who game on the weekends.
Okay, so here we have the Tic Tac. Is that what they're called? Tic Tac, yeah, Tic Tac candy knockoff. I forgot the name of it because I'm looking at these now. These are called Tic Tics. I mean, they probably hit the same, to be honest. And the bottom's just Tac Tacs. You know, hey,
Tac Tacs,
honestly, who eats these still? I feel like I haven't seen Tic Tacs on the streets in like 20 years.
When I was a kid, they were big.
84 years.
But for real though, when's the last time somebody offered you a Tic Tac instead of like gum or like a mint, right? Like,
that used to be an insult in our neighborhood.
Or whatever.
Here, your breast stank.
I didn't even know these were still out. Supersonic rice. I'm sure Sega definitely made this right. Like, but hey, like rice is rice. You know, you just clean it off a little bit. You know, have a good meal. Rice slaps with like anything. When it comes to stuff like this, obviously these companies, they could be big, but to me, I feel like they're small, right? But it's like, what do they think? Like, hey man, if we slap Sonic on this rice package, it's gonna be a hit. More money, right? Hey, paper currency. Bro, this is Monopoly from the trenches, right? Just look at this dude. He can't be trusted. He is definitely hustling you every time you pass go. Like, you can't pass go. You don't collect you down for that money. Jumped. They run you for your pockets.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you just land on Park Place and like, you know, you on welfare. They should do a Monopoly, but for like realistic, like, you know, like from back in the day. Like, I'm talking like realistic times of like where our parents.
But the whole thing is this fantasy. You're supposed to be gaining wealth. And a lot of times people lose wealth in Monopoly and they end up in jail. I think that's enough realism for me in my fantasy game.
Could afford houses to like 2023 prices. Everybody be broke. Nobody win Monopoly ever.
I got my house in 2023.
There's poor people around.
I use that.
We need to do another Wish Fails because why do people still order on that website? There's no way you think whatever you're about to order is about to come out looking like normal. There's no way. You got this Halloween mask and now you look like a surprise and scary thumb at the same time. Like, this don't look nothing like Michael Myers. This look like Chucky from the Rugrats and he got stuck in a latex glove. Tell me his face don't look like when you go to eat at someone's house for the first time. Maybe it's like your girlfriend's parents or your boyfriend's parents or something, and it's nasty, but you gotta act like you like it and you just like.
It looks like you're enjoying yourself.
This is literally the face you make in class, like when you are with your best friend. Y'all are clowning, right? Y'all disrupting the class, and your teacher's like, if one of you laugh one more time, y'all get it kicked out. And then y'all look at each other just like Average Twos, Age of Ultron. We can knock the name all we want, right? We see a lot of Avenger knockoffs on this series, right? But this is actually probably some of the best looking toys we've seen when it comes to Avengers. It's actually kind of accurate. I would buy this. You know, like I would, you know, scratch off the name and just hand it to my child if I'm getting a discount.
What the fuck is
Bro, we've had the AIDS pandemic on Adidas shoes already. Now you rocking on shirts. You just got the full like Run DMC like get up. Like, come on, bro. Maybe this means
Adidas ain't that hard to
but hey, over here, hamburger partner. Dinner mix. Hey, I'm sure there's mad hamburger helper knockoffs. Hamburger partner sounds like, hey, it's clever. It goes kind of hand in hand with hamburger helper, right? But like, they ain't got no mascot like hamburger helper. Like, he's literally a hand. He can throw hands with any of his ops. All right, y'all. I've said this before. Like, I'm resellers when it comes to shoes and all this stuff. Like, I'm not buying $1,000 pair of shoes. I'm just not, bro. I've never been a big shoe person. Like, you know, I just
need them to function. I like my purple sneakers.
$500 Jordans, waiting in line on
I
Saturday.
gotta get a new pair of purple sneakers.
But hey, man, I'm not rocking no shoes that straight up say fake.
Boy, that home's clean.
Captain Battle Legacy War: The Return of the Golden Age comic book legend. Like, how you return if nobody knows who you are? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, this don't look like a regular movie either. This look like a softcore porn. Like, get this up out of my face. No. FIFA, Glare Ops, Glock. Look how she's holding it too. Like she's way
funny.
too serious. Like, relax, okay?
He is hilarious. And the Sonic Rice took me out.
What is this?
I was just like, wow.
What is this? This is an MP5. I don't know what type of gun this is, but she ready to blast. Okay, it's ages for 3 and up. I don't know about that one. Okay, a little small piece in there, baby chokes. It's a wrap. Yep. But anyways, they need to have a Nerf or nothing tournament, right? With all the knockoffs. And they battle for like victory to see who's the best, and then at the end they battle Nerf. Bro, best idea ever. Viral video right there.
Organize it.
See, is this in the Twitter building? Is this a Twitter like store inside of their headquarters? Like, what is this? Twitter Sport? Hey, and it's not Twitter anymore. It's X, because that's a cool name.
It's always gonna be Twitter to me.
X marks the spot. The Magic Kids: 3 Unlikely Heroes. Obviously a Harry Potter knockoff, right?
Okay, then. Oh, Lord.
I mean, like, the most emo of Harry Potters. And I'm looking at this, you know, cover of this DVD or whatever. Is this a game or a DVD? I don't know what this is, right? But it's whatever, right? It's Harry Potter. But then I'm looking at this and I gotta like flip it upside down. Like, let's take a closer look, okay? I'm zooming in. Let me flip the picture really quick. I'm flipping on my computer.
Looks like paranormal stuff.
What is their reflections? Is that the line from Wizard of Oz?
I think it's supposed to be Wolf Kid.
What is she? Is she like
Dracula?
Am I or no, that's like the glare. I can't even see. I thought that was a bee. Summertime safety of children. Cool. You want to have safe children, but
no,
Cartman as one of the representatives and faces of safety of children is like probably the worst decision you could have ever made. Yeah. Pokemon. Okay, whatever, right?
Ronald McDonald. Flareon's eyes?
Semi looking normal, like he's a clown. So what more can you do, right? But then you got Flareon. Like, what did they do to my boy Flareon? Like, Flareon is the most Pokemon. Like Flareon I ever see in my face. What is this man's eyes doing? We've had a lot of I can't believe it's not butter knockoffs, right?
Memories
and I was
of
looking
butter.
At this, you know, the
Chantal's
name of this
brand.
butter, Memories of Butter, and I was like, why'd they make it sound all sensual? And then I kind of like low key was showing my age. Like, I remember the commercials were all like, you know, like romantic and stuff too when I was a kid.
Fabio, yeah. Why? I don't get it.
I mean, we got Ben Gay out here, you know, so if you been gay, you gonna be gay, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might hate me for this. This is clever. I like this. The one line span, bro. I like this a lot. Hey, and I'm telling y'all, these places with these like clever titles or just like little small, they be hidden. Like, I need to do just food reviews on this channel. That's why I'm gonna do a whole food review section.
Flareon is way too cute to be misrepresented.
I love eating, bro. I know I just got
love my Flareon.
Hey, one line span. Hey, that's clever. Bigfoot versus the Illuminati. To knock off, obviously, of King Kong. But y'all, when it comes to movies and titles, whatever, I try to see if I can find a trailer or you know, a clip of the movie. So bear with me. Be right back.
I see your footprints, interloper. Who goes there?
He wants to kill you all. A 60-megaton space bomb. If detonated, it could wipe out 2/3 of our galaxy. I have an idea. An old friend of mine.
Is he tough?
Tough? He's a war machine.
No, wait a minute. movie that is doing, too much and not enough. Because I am both confused and intrigued by this weird ass movie. No.
Okay then. I don't know what was going on throughout that entire trailer, but okay. They should have kept that one in the drafts. Bro, this got to be a worldwide brand because we've seen this brand on here multiple times. Enjoy cock. What? Wow. Cock barbecue sauce? Like, come on, bro. Like, don't invite me to your cookout if you got this. I'm like, hey, what's on these ribs? Cock sauce. See, to me, this is how you do a brand, off brand, right? You just name it no brand, okay? No made for the consumer. It is made for us, right? And then it says our philosophy is to help our consumers understand that the real value is in the quality of the product and not in the brand name. That's true because I guarantee you these slap just like Pringles. Right? You switch Pringles out with these, and you would never know the difference. And now they'd be like, "What you eating, man?" No.
They remind me of that.
So good and tasty.
They're all nerds as good as you.
And I'm sorry, I grew up in a time where no frills were sometimes better than the name brand. But thank you all for sitting through this with me. I love the Fresh Prince of Yup. Hopefully he will be back next week with some new videos. But if not, we'll always react to the classics because he's got a ton of them and he is super funny. I will definitely be back next Saturday with an all-new Calling Out the Heifer and Funny Reacts. We will bring the Slydell family in then because, honestly speaking, after Foodie did the Zoophile thing, my brain just tapped out. But I am going to go relax. Actually, Wolf went on his 15-minute break earlier. He goes on lunch in about 20 minutes. So I'm going to spend some time with him. I hope you all have a great weekend. Tomorrow's D&D. I'll probably stream a little bit of it on Twitch if you want to watch. It's just me and the guys playing Indeedio online. So it's fun, but I don't pay attention to chat that well in that. So I'm not a very good game streamer. But I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you all so much for showing up. And I will see you all next week if you want to join me.